Hello everyone and welcome to Prep Cook Live. This is Mayuri Mudliar and today we're going to make this veg galauti kebab. Yes, I know this is a non-vegetarian kebab, but for a lot of vegetarian friends I've got this vegetarian veg galauti kebab recipe. Also, a lot of people are in Shravan this time, so you can try this recipe. It is absolutely delicious and will not let you down when it comes to galauti kebab. So let's see the main ingredients. First, we have to take half cup of rajma, that is kidney beans. I have soaked them overnight and then for 7 to 8 whistles, I have cooked this in a pressure cooker. Here, you can see how easily you can mash this. It needs to be completely cooked and soft. It's okay if it melts down and breaks a little bit because anyways we are going to put it in the mixer. So I have boiled it and kept it ready. The only thing is that ensure that this is completely cooked and all the excess water is strained out completely. So keep it on the strainer and leave it aside. Now second thing, important ingredient is I have just taken about 3 to 4 cups of hot water and I'm adding 1 cup of soya bean to this. This is the complete soya bean. You can also use the cut chunks that you get if you don't have these. Just dip them in water. I'm going to boil them on medium flame for about 5 minutes and then I'm going to cover it and keep it aside for 10 minutes in this hot water and it will get cooked. Soya bean does not take much time to cook. This much time should be enough. So just keep it on low flame or medium flame for 5 minutes and then put off the stove and cover and keep it aside. Now we'll proceed to make a fragrant masala for this kebab. So I'm taking a mixer blender here and we are going to add 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, seven to 10 cashews, I'm taking 1 teaspoon of elaichi powder, that is the cardamom powder. You can also put in whole elaichis if you want. And then I have taken 1 teaspoon of cumin seed powder. You can also put cumin seeds in place of the powder. 1 teaspoon of pepper powder or 6 to 7 peppercorns. And we'll blend this to a fine powder. This is how it will look. Once ready, you can smell the aroma, how nice it is. Now let's get the other ingredients ready. So first I'm going to dry roast some besan, gram flour. So this is half a cup of gram flour and I'm just going to dry roast it till it changes color or gives out that fragrance. Roast this well for 5 minutes. And as you can see, this is ready. I'm going to take it out in a plate. Now in the same pan, I am adding about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. And we are going to fry some onion. So this is one big sized onion and I'm just going to separate its layers this way. Just press it with your fingers and you will be able to do it. And you have to fry this. If you have fried onions, you can also go ahead and use this. Or you can use the technique that you use for deep frying onions to make fried onions that we do for biryani. These are the same one, but I'm just going to fry it in little oil rather than deep frying it. I have fried this till it has become golden. Like you can see, this is ready. I'm going to take it out in a plate. And now we are going to make the main kebab mix. So we're going to put a lot of things in the mixer directly and we are going to blend it. So first I'm adding this kidney beans, which we had removed water completely by keeping it in a strainer. And like I told you, this has to be completely cooked. So I'm just adding all of it to a mixer. And our soya bean is also ready by now. So once after cooking this, we have strained out all the water by pressing it. You can also make use of a cloth or strainer, but just ensure that you remove all water, as much water as you can out of this soya bean, else you will have a difficulty in holding the kebab. So remove the water completely by straining it or putting it in a muslin cloth, and I'm going to add this to the mixer now. The next thing I'm adding are the fried onions that we just fried some time back. Now I'm adding roasted gram flour. To this I'm going to add just 3 green chilies. I eat less spicy, that's why I'm adding 3. You can add more. I'm adding half a cup of mint leaves, half a cup of coriander leaves with these small little stems that I tell in all of my recipes. Keep these. This has a lot of flavor than the leaves, so ensure you don't cut them off. I'm adding this to the mixer as well. And now some spices. So I'm adding 1 spoon of red chili powder, you can add it as per your taste as well. Now I'm adding 1 teaspoon of amchur powder. If you don't have amchur, go ahead and use chaat masala. And this fragrant masala that we've made, I'm adding 2 spoons of it. You can store this and use this whenever you're making kebabs. I'm adding 1 Maggi masala cube. You can also add the Maggi masala packet, or if you don't have it, you can totally skip it, not a problem. To this I'm also going to add some black salt and 1 spoon of ginger garlic paste, 2 spoons of malai or cream, you can add either of them. I'm adding malai here. 1 teaspoon of ghee, that is clarified butter. And I'm adding 1 teaspoon of rose water for fragrance, you can skip that. I'm adding juice of half a lemon. Just squeeze it out. And we're going to blend this to a paste. Do not add any water, just blend it dry. As you can see, this has to be the consistency, it has to be this thick. So don't add any water and you'll get this consistency. And also watch the video till end, because this kebab is not fried like other regular kebabs. I'm going to give you a tip there to fry this kebab. As this is very soft, you need to be careful while frying it. I'm going to leave it in fridge for about an hour or 2. Minimum 1 hour you need to keep it in fridge. That's when you will be able to hold the kebab. So I'm going to go put this in the fridge and I'll show you how it looks post that. So there we go. As you can see, this has become nice and firm. It's not sticky at all and we can easily make kebabs out of it now. Apply some water to your palm and take a small portion, and we are just going to make like a tikki shape for this. You can make it big or small as per you want it. Just roll it, press it lightly and ensure you seal all the edges this way. Don't make it very thin. Here, like you can see, I'm going to get all of them ready. Here you can see out of the proportion that we took, I have made 8 kebabs, and these are sufficient for 2 to 3 people because they're very heavy as well. Let's go ahead and fry it. So I have taken some oil in a pan. This is about 5 tablespoons of oil only, and I'm going to put in the kebabs now. Try and use a non-stick pan if possible. Do not add too much oil. That is the tip for frying this kebab. Do not add too much oil to the pan while frying these, because we haven't added breadcrumbs or anything, because these kebabs are supposed to be, you know how galati kebabs are, they're very soft and it must melt in your mouth. That's why we've not added any breadcrumbs or anything as such. Like you can see, it's become golden from one side. From the other side also we have to fry it this way. Again, I'm telling you, do not add much oil, otherwise all of it will break in the pan itself. After flipping, if required, just add, like you see, I've added 1 or 2 spoons of oil from sides. This is totally ready when it's fried from both the sides. You can take it off, and I've served this with some tandoori pyaz salad and green chutney. I've already given this recipe in my channel. I'll also put in the link in description box. For who haven't checked it out, you must go check it out. And see you until next time in the kitchen of Prep Cook Live. Hope you've loved this recipe.